All right, who's feeling lethargic tonight? Yeah, give it up for brain fog. All right, let's see if this damn thing's working. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I'm a loser. I'm a thought misconstruer. You can take my art, you can pour it down the sewer. I don't care, I'm like a barbecue, cause I know how to skewer all your hopes and expectations. I'm a thinker and a doer. Okay, this has got to stay in this room. You did not just hear me rap right now. If anyone asks, I'm a hardcore country blues folkhead. Okay, so my name is Mr. Kyle. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. So last summer I did a bit of an experiment. I quit my workaday job for a couple months. I'm a driver at a moving company. And I decided to see if I could make ends meet being a street performer in Toronto. And, you know, it was a lot of fun, and the experiment concluded that no, I could not make ends meet being a street performer in Toronto. But it was a great experience, and unfortunately, unfortunately it didn't work out, but I ended up coming up with a routine. I pretended to be a fake radio station, WKJC Radio, the subversive station, and you know, I would invite myself onto my own fake radio station, and it really got up its own ass quite quickly. But I did have actual people come up and be guests on my radio station, and one of them, I'll tell you the story of this one guy. So I was on the corner of Danforth and Victoria Park when this guy rolls up on an electric scooter, and he starts making these outrageous claims that he's Eric Clapton's grandson. I'm like, Eric Clapton's grandson in East York? That's unbelievable. So and he keeps telling me, like, oh, I FaceTime Clapton every night. And it was this Filipino guy. And I wasn't believing a word he was saying until he got on my guitar and he started playing Wonderful Tonight, like absolutely perfectly. And now I'm looking at him in a whole different light. I'm like looking deep into his eyes and I'm like, are you serious? I'm looking for any remnants of Clapton behind the windows of his soul. And he gets done. I'm just amazed. And he says, well, yeah, I can even get you in on a FaceTime with Clapton. So I'm like, yeah, of course. Here's my phone number. And I never heard from that guy again. So if you're out there, Eric Clapton's Filipino grandson, I'm sick of you and your shenanigans. Signed sincerely, John Mayer's Portuguese cousin. All right, but if you're looking for a real origin story, I'll tell you one. I would have been big, you guys. But you know what happened? Lori Brown kicked me off of her radio show Signal when I tried to sing a song about the CBC. She chased me out of the studio and chased me down to the street, where I've been ever since. And you know what? I didn't know you couldn't sing a song about the CBC on the CBC. That was news to me. So I guess I'll play it here for you guys tonight. This is the song that would have been a national hit. It's called the CBC song. Well, John Gomeshi and the CBC, things were bad till they got ugly. Had to let him go, but I suspect the things he did, they must have known, didn't want it to get too overblown. How long did they keep the lid on it? No disrespect. But the suits sitting up there, they probably noticed their cash cow cue. They could still float us and keep us ignorant while they kept raking it in. Maybe it's the case they couldn't trust us. Maybe they wanted to detassel and chuck us, but I still recall a certain deadly sin. A good old greed. Want to succeed? They tried so hard to plant Gomeshi seed. A good old greed, that's all you need. It's a hoarder's paradise at the CBC. Well, sure, I suppose they apologized. A PR nightmare for those that lied. Investors dropping, count them, 1, 2, 3. Financial backers, gatekeeping board members. Hey, isn't the government the primary lender? Just put it together. You don't even need a degree. So it might help. Good old greed. Want to succeed? They tried so hard to plant Gameshi seed. Hey, good old greed. That's all you need. It's a lawyer's paradise at the CBC. Well, the management weren't exactly saints when they got all those harassment complaints. That's just the way he is, they had explained. So stand away from that angry mob. You're never gonna get yourself another job unless you do exactly what we say. Who knew showbiz could be so lame? Well, we can still think the winds have shifted. Take home what our new sales have lifted. Our trade routes still provide us ecstasy. And I'm not saying I don't want to make a buck or have the occasional consensual fuck, but I'm just talking about John Gameshi and the CBC. He can sue me, though I'm sure he defames himself. Hey, good old greed. Want to succeed? They tried so hard to plant Gameshi seed. Hey, good old greed. That's all you need. It's a proverbial Dante's paradise at the CBC. There you go, folks. I've been Mr. Kyle, and I just want to quickly say that it's been amazing coming to this class and seeing how everyone grow from week to week. Everybody is so amazing in this class. So please, please give it up for Bob Kerr, our teacher. Thank you. I hope you have a good night.